nothing's coming out, and nothing's coming out, and I'm outside going, honey, my husband's sitting here with the hose. Nope. And next thing I know, there's a vent outside. Everything started coming out of the vent. The guy had hooked us up to the gray tank.
Good morning, crafty travelers, on this foggy morning. Today is December 21st, 2023. I know you're seeing this in January. Well, I had a break. Anyway, today my friend Stacey is coming by with her little Scamp trailer to show me and give me a little tour, as well as have Ernie look at some things that she thinks need fixing. So, here we go. Stacey's Scamp. Welcome to my channel, The Crafty Traveler. My name is Lonnie, and I'm a retired part-time solo traveler. I love to camp and travel. I travel with my little schnauzer Snickers in my Mini Winnie, and I tow my Honda. We love to go to the desert in the winter, the mountains in the summer, and the seashore whenever we can. I enjoy doing sewing crafts and making quilts. I also go to retreats and quilt shows. I also like to paint, and sometimes I show these on my videos. I'm a Harvest Host and Boondocker Welcome member. Come along and watch our adventures and see where we go. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe, and thanks for watching.
Valve.
You're looking at the water heater.
So there's a little bit of pressure in there. So let me go get a pair of pliers.
Okay. No, you missed the handy dandy cobweb remover.
Okay.
I don't know if you're still filming.
I am. I'm
okay.
still filming, so that's how you clean out all the cobwebs.
Yeah.
So just grab a stick.
So yeah, this is not. I fired the water heater up. Not last summer, but the summer before. But last year was kind of crazy, so I never winterized the camper, and I know, shame on me. And I had no idea that I was supposed to like drain it and do all sorts of stuff. So I have no idea. Like the rest of the water system has been drained. I usually do that, but
Not the water heater itself.
I don't know. I thought maybe I guess I was thinking like on demand. It just flowed, and
Yeah.
I didn't even think that there would be water in it.
How long is your Scamp?
This is a 13-foot.
13-footer. Okay.
It's just cozy enough, really, for
2 people.
Really for one person.
And a dog.
It's better if it's a dog like Snickers. My dog can barely turn around in it. I've got an 80-pound dog, and she's old, so she can't even jump on the bed with me. So it was a bummer. One of those. It's at home though.
So Ernie, what are you checking? You're letting the water out.
Yeah, all we're going to do is undo this plug right here.
And I have white grease, so if you need anything, we've got it.
Teflon tape.
Teflon tape. Okay.
Teflon tape for all.
I'm sure he
plumbing
has some
joints.
because he just
Okay.
did mine.
So it's just a matter of undoing it. It's got Teflon tape on it, so it's probably all right. But it's always good to put fresh tape on it.
I know. I should have brought over the lovely couple that sold this to me. Gave me this like binder of everything about this. I think that's how I figured.
And you've read it thoroughly.
Of course not. What? Read? I had to read it to get the refrigerator running, and I don't know. I might have read it when I first took.
Oh, there's the water. Now, does she have an anode rod, Ernie?
No.
Okay, it's not like mine. Mine has an anode rod.
All right.
What's that blue button?
That's your on-off pilot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're draining this out. There's always a little bit of crud that accumulates.
Well, yeah, it was pretty nasty that came out
Yeah,
initially.
now it's clear, yeah. It was kind of rusted.
Well, it's good to, hook it up and run a flush through it before you do the final winterization, and then after that, put this in, but leave that open, and then put a note somewhere, like on your table, that the release valve is open on the water heater. It's good to remind yourself of things that you do as you do them.
So leave the release valve open during the winter?
Yes, because any moisture in there freezes. It freezes, expands. Whenever you winterize a trailer, you want to have the lines drained out and your sink open, your bathroom spigot open, so that any moisture or water that remains in the lines, if it happens to freeze, it won't blow. Just like if the house, they tell you to crack your sink open when it's going to super freeze. Same difference. And if you can find it, you want to find this is a female plug.
Okay.
But there's also male plugs out there. The other thing you want to have for water tanks like this is a shutoff valve that goes in first before you hook the hose up to it.
Yeah, I want to take a picture of that.
Otherwise, you're going to be running back and forth, and you'll know it's full.
So we just turned the propane on. She uses the right one first and then the left, because we're going to test to see if her inside heater works.
System is closed, not anywhere to light a pilot. So where's your little thermostat?
That's where her thermostat and water pump button is.
Electronic ignition. So
You'll have heat. Yay!
Yeah. It's getting hot. What happens when I'm sleeping in blankets right here? I won't catch fire, will I?
No, probably not. But you're going to be turning that off before you go to sleep, because that's going to heat you up fast.
Okay.
Make sure you're tucked
Tuck your blankets in.
Yeah.
But the other thing, Stacey, is that you want to crack a window or your vent a slight amount.
Yeah, like right there.
Right there at your kitchen.
Oh.
Just because of the propane.
Yes.
Okay, just a smidge, just a quarter inch or so, just because of that. Now I'm sure you have a propane detector. And
Why would you think that?
They are supposed to come with the trailers.
This is old.
No.
No? Uh-oh.
No, but I knew about that with propane.
Yeah.
I just, I have never.
CO2 detector.
Yeah, CO2 detector. But there's
just-
also a propane detector.
Yeah, I've just never used it, so.
Yeah, now you need to
I have
get one of those.
A little tiny electric heater
Uh-huh, yeah.
that works really well about
Yeah.
heating this thing.
But you got to be on hookups for
I have
that.
to be on hookups, or if I bring an inverter, it'll drain it through the night.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll need to get CO2 or a propane. They have ones you can just sit on your counter, or you can mount them somewhere. You could try the local store here, or of course Amazon.
All right. Well,
Okay.
actually, since I had you sitting there,
What's the next thing?
how do I keep this from falling out of the vent? I just suddenly started doing that. I think this is. I'm thinking this is it. It's like, so I just keep it in there because I don't want it to be bouncing all over
Right.
the place.
But when you open your vent, you have to get it.
I have to get it in there, open the vent, and then just pull it back out.
There it is. Okay.
I just realized I'm missing a screw again.
Yeah.
All the screws just rattle loose.
Oh yeah, you got to check them. What'd you do, Ernie?
We're putting super glue in the joints. This is the knob that opens and closes the vent above me here.
Right.
It's probably just lost its chutzpah over the years. So, consequently,
So it's just a little sleeve that you glued on,
Yeah.
but you can still screw it in.
it's a threaded sleeve. So, turned me off about 12 inches of tape there.
And no, he only has pink, not purple.
I see it.
She likes purple.
Well, it just happens to be
That's just to hold that up while it dries.
Yeah, I need to get a screw. I just noticed the screw.
Go.
All right, so welcome to my Scamp. This is my upper cabinet where I have my sleeping bag for the bed. It's a double wide one. It's for a nice
And nice
blanket.
and warm, yeah.
Yeah, and this is my, well, it's got my catch-all right now.
Okay, so
but
like a closet.
It's my long closet, but right now it's got all the bathroom supplies. And
Okay.
I keep my chairs in here and stuff.
Okay.
This is the
And the
bathroom,
bathroom.
which for some reason has a leak or something, which
Yeah.
is full of water.
I have to figure that out.
Yeah.
So you've got a black tank and a gray tank. So you have a potty, and this is a wet bath, and you have a little sink in there. Okay.
All right,
And you have taken a shower in it at one
I
time.
have, and I don't know if this water has anything to do with this. The first time I took this out to a fully done campground, like the second time I'd ever taken it really out
Uh-huh.
and actually used my tanks, but it had been a year since the previous one. I needed help, and if he could, help.
Like the manager?
The manager, because I didn't have the right hookup to go into their size of the black tank. So he came out, he hooked me up, everything was lovely, we used the toilet and everything. When it was time to leave, I went to go dump the black tank. And, a little bit came out, and so we ran a hose in here to put down the toilet so we can flush out the black tank as I was told to do. And nothing's coming out, and nothing's coming out, and nothing's coming out, and I'm outside going, honey, my husband's sitting here with the hose. Nope. And next thing I know, there's a vent outside. Everything started coming out of the vent. The guy had hooked us up to the gray tank, and basically I forced black waste all through my trailer. But luckily it doesn't smell in here, so
good,
hopefully
good,
we're good. So I'm hoping that this.
So you have actually two connections, one for the black and one for the gray.
Yeah.
So when you do dump,
I've dumped the black first. And then I dump the gray to wash out the
Flush it
tube.
out.
But
that's the way to do it. But it's a hassle to have two.
But yes, but yeah, that was a problem. So, all right, my kitchen,
Your kitchen.
my handy dandy level.
Okay.
You need for everything.
Yes.
Make sure that you have one.
You
of
have
these.
little cabinets up there on top.
I do. Actually, it's not good because this cabinet actually is all the wiring.
Oh.
And I've got
so
I've got some stuff around it. I got my but it's the wiring, and part of it is that antenna up there that I don't use. And this side is like my plates and napkins.
Okay.
And I just got this cutting board from the dollar store.
Yeah.
And
little stove.
I've got these to block out.
So your little, and you got a little stove,
I've got my
2-burner propane stove, and we just tried that because we wanted to see if it worked, so the heater would work.
And then I have I don't use the stove to cook only because I don't want smells absorbing in the rat fur.
Right.
So I have this lovely
Little cutting
cutting
board.
board because I usually use a propane stove, outside stove.
Yeah.
And this is not going on here right now. There we go.
Okay.
And so that way it doesn't move around.
And
while
you've got
traveling.
more counter space.
Yep. And then I have my Rubbermaid pan.
Mm-hmm.
So like for washing dishes or whatever.
Right.
And if I'm being lazy and dry camping and I want to deal with tanks, then I can just take this and
The water a tree.
and just drop it else.
And you use good soap and everything like that.
I use Dawn. I figure if you can
It's
do
good
wildlife, you can do anything else.
Good.
And then I have my sink.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I know the water does run because I just emptied. I don't know about the drain. I haven't used
Ernie's
it
going
in
to
a
check
while.
that right now. Tell me what you're doing, dear.
Looking for
Debris in her kitchen sink.
stuff like that.
What is that? Show me here. Is it just
Looks
a
like
piece
wood.
of cuck? Some wood. Oh, you've been sticking wood down there?
It looks like matchsticks.
Yeah.
Matches.
Oh,
And I know that's not for me.
okay.
Now you have some water.
Oh.
No.
Goes.
We're going to see if the kitchen sink drains.
All right. Now that we've got the matchsticks out of there.
That helps.
Yeah, that drains just fine.
Excellent. That's a fix. There you
All right.
go.
So I have a few.
There's a shower drain that needs to be on for the shower drain as well as for the sink drain. So that's why her sink wasn't draining. Okay, well, thank you so much, Stacey, for giving me a little tour of your little Scamp. And Ernie fixed your water heater. Well, we don't know yet, but it's probably going to work. The heater now works. The knob for the fan is fixed. And we know that when you use the sink in the bathroom to turn the
Shower
pump
drain.
on. The pump on. So, okay, so far so good. Thank you so much for letting me do this. And thank you, Ernie, for helping her out.
Thank you so much, Ernie. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lonnie. And,
Stay crafty, y'all. Stay crafty,
Stay
y'all.
crafty.
If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe when in a scamp.